Imagine this. A continent that is both ancient and modern, where safaris and skyscrapers stand side by side, where traditions and tech collide, and where hope and resilience are written into the very fabric of its people's DNA. Now ask yourself, what comes to mind when you think of Africa? Do you think of poverty? Do you think of desperation? Maybe wild jungles or tribal villages? It is time to challenge what you have been told, because Africa is nothing like the stereotypes. In fact, it is a continent of extraordinary diversity, vibrant cultures, and unbelievable potential. And it is about time we see it for what it really is.
When Africa is mentioned, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Poverty, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Of
Wildlife.
Actually, yeah, what comes to mind is poor country, yeah.
Tiger.
Tiger. Okay, cool. So animals. So
Some economical struggle.
Many Americans have misunderstanding about Africa, often seeing it as one big undeveloped place. In reality, Africa is made up of over 50 countries, each with its own culture, language, and history. While the media often focuses on the negative aspects like poverty or disease, Africa is also home to growing cities, rich traditions, and exciting innovations. To really understand Africa, it is important to look beyond these stereotypes and recognize the diversity and complexity of this continent. Let us visit some of these misconceptions and see what the reality really is. First up, Africa as a country. You have probably heard someone say, "I've always wanted to visit Africa." But did you know that Africa is a continent, not a single country?
We know that Africa is a beautiful land and country, and I want to go there once in my life.
It is home to 54 countries, each with its own rich history, language, and culture. That's the whole world of diversity. From the deserts of Egypt to the forests of Congo, there is no one Africa. It is a world in itself. Next misconception, Africa is just poor and war-torn. We have all seen the headlines, right? But the reality is that Africa is one of the world's fastest growing regions. Cities like Lagos, Nairobi, and Johannesburg are booming with innovation. From Silicon Savannah in Kenya to the growing tech hubs in South Africa, businesses are thriving, and let's not forget, Africa has one of the youngest populations in the world, driving forward progress in every sector, from education to technology to healthcare. Now, let's talk about nature. The idea that Africa is just a vast, wide, untamed jungles with exotic animals. Sure, there are wide landscapes like the Sahara Desert and the rainforest of Central Africa. But Africa is also home to some of the world's most stunning natural wonders, like Victoria Falls, the Okavango Delta, and Mount Kilimanjaro. And about the safaris. Africa is known for its wildlife, but it is also a place where cities thrive, where cultures pulse through every street. It is a continent of incredible beauty, both natural and man-made. Another misconception, Africans live in tribes and wear traditional clothing. Yes, there are many rich cultural traditions across Africa, but today you also find Africans living in modern cities, wearing modern clothes, attending universities, and embracing global trends. African fashion is a major influence worldwide, with designers creating pieces worn by people all over the world. Just check out what's happening in Lagos or Cape Town. Style and innovation are part of everyday life. Now, let's talk about poverty and diseases. It is essential to recognize that Africa is not just a continent of poor people, but rather a dynamic and diverse region with wealth of opportunities. Yes, some countries in Africa face economic challenges, but this doesn't define the entire continent. In fact, Africa is home to some of the fastest growing economies in the world. Countries like Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa have vibrant industries in technology, finance, and entertainment, and many African cities are becoming major hubs for businesses and innovation. For example, Nairobi, Kenya is often called Silicon Savannah due to its growing tech scene, while Lagos, Nigeria has emerged as a global business center. Additionally, Africa is rich in natural resources like oil, mineral and agricultural products, which contributes significantly to the global economy. Nations like Botswana, Rwanda and Ghana have made impressive strides in governance and economic development, offering strong examples of African nations overcoming challenges and making progress. In short, Africa is a continent of both challenges and triumphs, but the narrative that it is simply a place of poverty ignores the incredible diversity, progress and success found across the continent. It is important to see Africa not just through the lens of struggle, but also as a place of growth, opportunities and immense potentials. Africa's resilience shines through. After experiencing some of the most challenging histories like the Rwandan genocide or the apartheid in South Africa, African nations have risen, rebuilt and thrived. Communities are stronger than ever and the future is looking bright. The people of Africa are innovators, leaders and activists. Lupita Nyong'o, Trevor Noah and Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, just a few of the Africans on the global stage, shaping industries and narratives. Africa is not just a place to observe from afar. It is a place to celebrate, to learn from, and to engage with. So next time you hear about Africa, remember, it is not just one story. It is a continent of stories, rich in culture, history, and potentials. The misconceptions are outdated, and the reality is something much more beautiful, diverse, and inspiring. Africa is not what you think. It is so much more. Discover it, appreciate it, and celebrate it. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to see more videos like this. Until next time, my name is Thank God, and this is SY Times.